is the last type of reaction I'm going to go over that you're responsible for. This is a double replacement reaction. So when we go to do a double replacement reaction, think about this. You know in math class when you learn FOIL in math, right? They teach you FOIL is first, outside, inside, last. Just think of it like this. FL, like we live in Florida. FOIL without the O and the I. So all we're going to do is FOIL, really. Think about it like you go first to the last and first to the last. When you go to the right side, it always has to go positive ion, negative ion, because it always goes metal, non-metal, and you just crisscross them. So you're reacting two ionic compounds. They're going to be aqueous always on the left-hand side. That's where you use solubility rules to figure out whether it's forms a precipitate. Water could be a product or a precipitate. So let's take a look. So if I look here, I'm going to go gangster FOIL. So I'm going to go one, front, last, first, last. So I'm taking H and OH. Remember when you go and do these, just because they have subscripts here doesn't mean they end up there. You always have to cross it with a charge. Well, H is plus and OH is minus. H and OH, whenever you put them together, is always going to give you water. So you should always kind of look for that. Then the only thing else I have to do is then I go first, last, I crisscross those. Well, aluminum is Al2 plus, sulfate is SO3 plus, sulfate is SO4 2 minus. I get Al2 parentheses SO4 parentheses 3, and then I go to balance it. Gangster FOIL. I go to do this one. First, last, Just remember the pattern. Positive, first, the negative one, last, crisscross. I automatically see the H and the OH means agua fresca, also known as water. Then I just take this. I take the K. K is going to be plus 1. PO3 minus, PO3, 3 minus. I crisscross and I get K3, PO3. And then I look, that's where you would apply solubility rules and see if something's insoluble or you produce water. That's how you know the reaction will occur. So you just have to use your solubility rules. When you look here, last one, same thing. First, last. So when I go to crisscross, what I do is crisscross applesauce. I take first, it's going to be SR, check your periodic table, 2 plus, CO3, 2 minus, I crisscross, and what I get is SrCO3. Boom. Last but not least, I take NH and Br. When I go over here, the charge on NH4 is plus 1, Br is minus 1. Again, common mistake students make is just because there is a 2 here or a 2 here does not matter on the other side. You always start fresh and cross. Positive, negative. First, last, I get NH4, Br. There you go. Here's one more. I'll do one more for you guys. See here. So like let's say I was going to react PB parentheses NO3 2 plus KCl. So when I go to do it, I know the left-hand side, they're both aqueous, right? So then what's going to happen is first, last. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take PB. Now I know the charge. See how I can uncross it? I know the charge is PB2 plus. And then Cl, I look up on the periodic table, first, last, I go PbCl2 plus, then I take K and NO3. Well, K is plus 1, NO3 is minus 1, so when I crisscross it, I get KNO3. Now, the last thing you need to do is you need to make sure you apply solubility rules. When you look up chlorides, all chlorides are soluble except Ag, Pb, and Hg, which tend to be, I call them the 3 gangsters. Those are the ones, the only way you can make those soluble is with a nitrate, acetate, or fluorate. So in this case, all chlorides are insoluble, so they're not aqueous, so I put a little S there. The fact that that has a K means it's automatically going to be soluble because it's group 1. I make that AQ and I'm good to go. Then I would just balance the equation. This video just goes over reaction completion. So the key is when you go to do this, just remember first, last. First and last. Put the first one together and the last one, the first one together and the last one. The positive one is the first, last one's going to be negative. You crisscross it on the other side, boom, boom, on the other side of the arrow, and you're good to go. Hope this helps. If you have questions, you can always let me know, ask me. If you have questions or you need to contact me, you can email me at eric.davis@Palm Beach Schools. You can spell it, Beach schools.org. Schools.org. Send me an email if you have a question or you get something worked out. Have a good day.